Assalamu alaikum. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. My name is Michael Blake. I'm a son of immigrants. I was born and raised in the Bronx, New York, and spent many days here in Queens. Thank you to my brothers, to Muhammad and Omar, who've been a blessing to me. I was in the State Assembly for 6 years, where we put in policies to make sure that businesses were paid faster. We did work so that immigrants could be protected across our cities. I worked for President Obama for 6.5 years. I led the African American and Minority Business Outreach Program. I'm running for mayor right now because we're paying too much and we're getting too little back and we deserve better. I'm running for mayor right now because as we're seeing what's going on in DC, you need someone who actually has White House experience, state experience, and city experience to help us right now. Every single one of us, thank you for that, every single one of us understand for what we're seeing in DC right now, the policies in DC will hurt us here locally. And you need someone that's going to think about what can we do in very specific ways. First and foremost, how do we make sure that every person in this room makes more money and keeps more money in your pocket? Don't you want to be able to do that? And so we can work on having a guaranteed income. We can work on making sure that you actually have tax reform that helps you with your funds. But for every small business in the room, you are sick and tired of having to close your small business because someone was not taking care of the streets or vandalizing in a store, and actually making sure that you keep your businesses open. For affordable housing, I'm a homeowner myself. And fundamentally, it is unfair what is happening over and over again. I appreciate your question and make sure let's answer your question. You as landlords need to have protections, the same way a renter has to have protections. And we can do this by building out a new Mitchell-Lama 2.0, so we have middle class and working class housing, or we also have landlord and renter protection at the same time. We can go further. For any of you that have nonprofits, you are regularly waiting to get paid by New York City over and over again. So there should be direct and faster grants to you as small business owners, and direct and funding that's happening to you as a nonprofit leader, because it is unfair that you're doing the work and being told you're going to be paid months down the line. For our children, we have to focus on new policies. We should have civics, financial literacy, and mental health be mandatory for anyone that's going to school, so that our young people can graduate and be the global citizens that they deserve. But we also have to make sure that you have protections, so that when you're going into your masjid, or if you're at a community center, that you don't have ICE coming into your communities to disrupt you right now. I was at a masjid earlier today, and we spoke about some conversations about ICE and individuals that are trying to deport communities of color are coming into places and is unfair and is wrong. And when you have a mayor that is totally fine about destroying our communities, you need a mayor who's actually going to care about you, that's going to fight for you, and that will actually protect you right now. So this is not theoretical for me. I have been doing this work for the last 23 years, and I say this very clearly. As the only person in this race who can tell you that they have White House, state, and local experience, we have to ask ourselves, who is best prepared to manage and lead the city after 11 months of what Donald Trump is doing to our communities right now? We need to make sure that you as small business owners can be able to thrive and win, that you can have affordable homes, that our schools can be empowered. But taking a step further and look at our track record, it means that we actually have to make sure we're appointing and hiring individuals from the Bangladeshi community to relevant boards and commissions. You need to have a seat when it comes to the Taxi and Limousine Commission. You need to be involved when it comes to CUNY. We have to transform what's happening in our schools so that you actually have food opportunities, to be able to take an opportunity to leave on Fridays to go to prayer. We have to be attentive of what's happening in your communities right now. We do not have a mayor that is actually trying to stand up and fight for you. And so as the person that has been endorsed in this race by the Democratic Municipal Officials Organization, which means that the group that believes that I am the best person to be mayor, even though you have current and other former electeds in this race, I'm coming to you to say very simply, I'm asking for your support as a son of immigrants, because we have to do better in our city. We are paying too much, we get back too little, and we deserve better than what we're having right now. So again, my name is Michael Blake. You have given me a chance to be an assembly member. You've given me a chance to lead at the national level for the Democratic Party. I'm asking for the chance to lead here in New York City. Our website is blakefornyc.com. and I'm happy to take any questions that you have right now, so because our city deserves better. God bless you, everybody.